Hello everyone, this is Jagtar Shirgal at School of Gratitude. Today I'm going to discuss what's happening around the world. George Floyd, the black man, was killed by the white policeman, and from last 3 weeks there are a lot of protests going on, and now it started all around the world, and there were some protests in Canada also. I have full sympathy to the George Floyd's family. I pray God that this shouldn't happen again to any other family or any other person. This is very sad, and I see that a lot of young people are on the streets and with dreams and hopes to change the system. What I'm going to tell today from my experience, that racism also happens everywhere. Back home where I came from about 28 years ago, from India, there was racism within the same Indian community from one province to another province, and also within the same community, and you have police brutality within the same community. I have seen this firsthand. When I was in university, police comes around 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, check the rooms and knock the doors and put all our stuff upside down. Then I seen in 1991 when I came from New Delhi to Punjab, around 2 o'clock my train stopped. Then I took the scooter with my brother. We were driving. When we were just going out of the city, police van stopped us, and they threatened to kill me and ask my brother to sit in their van and to arrest. And the only reason was because I was wearing turban and I had big beard and I was baptized Sikh, and they said that they will make more money by arresting me than any money I can give into them. But I was pleading, and they already asked my brother to sit in the van, and I was still there and trying to negotiate with them. And then I asked them, what do you want? And then one guy said 400 rupees. I said, okay, leave my brother, bring him down the van, then I'll give you 400 rupees. So I give them 400 rupees and they release my brother. And also they told us that it's not only 400 rupees, we let you go because of your brother who is clean shaven and you are Sikh wearing turban, and we could make much more money by killing you and get positions, higher positions. So that's what happened there, and I can never forget that. But there's also some good people there. Like when I was 15 years old, I went to New Delhi with my brother, and he was going to Saudi Arabia to work there in a work permit, and I dropped him at the airport, then came back. He asked me to go back straight to the bus and go home, but I was crazy and I start looking around like gurdwaras and some sightseeing. Then I get robbed, and then I went to the nearest police station and nobody listened to me. But I had the guts at that age, at 15, to ask him that I want to talk to the supervisor or the superintendent of police. So he took me there and he said, what's the problem? I said, this is what happened, I got robbed and this guy is not even writing my complaint. But he said, no problem. So he sent the policeman with me and to the area where I got robbed, but I couldn't find anybody. But then he dropped me at the bus station. I made one contact in the bus a day before when I was coming to New Delhi with my brother, Supreme Court lawyer, and he gave me his card that if you have time you can come visit me at the Supreme Court, I will show you around. So I said, only this person I know in New Delhi, and I don't know if he's there or not, but can you send me there somehow? So he asked the bus driver to not charge the fare and drop me at the Supreme Court. So I went there, and it was a very hard time finding that person whom I met only once in that big place. But finally I found him. He gave me money, he bought me ticket to back home, and I reach home next morning. But when I came to Canada, I see a lot of good things. I was very excited, but I still see some racism as well. But I never stopped. I always keep moving. You have to have a hope. You never lose hope. I'm in the insurance business for the last 28 years, and here I tried to help one of my friend, Tunde Alaude. He's from Nigeria, and nobody hired him because of his color and because of his background. He got his Reebok credentials, but he couldn't get hired by anybody. After 1 year, his credentials lost, but he never become broker. So that's the racism I see here. When I talked to my boss, even I said, how come you're not hiring? He said, oh, it's nothing against your friend. It's just because this kind of people I cannot take because they will bring their community business. So that was a sad moment. Now in my business, I see that a lot of people, black people from black community are my clients. I have friends from the community and co-brokers, colleagues from black community and many other communities. My background is Punjabi, like from India. I have about 10% clients from India or Punjabi. The rest of my clients are the ones who speak other than my mother tongue, mostly English or European or black or you name it, many different variety. So I mix with everybody and always keep hope. You know, Barack Obama become president even though we say there is a racism in the US, and you look at Nelson Mandela and many other good personalities who keep going despite the racism and keep hope, look something good in people. And when you say something and you want other person to understand you and they don't understand and you feel that how come my intent was not like that, I was thinking that way, my perspective was different. But when we face other person and we only judge them by what they say, like what words they say and what body language, but we never sometimes look into their intent or perspective. I think that's injustice to the other person, because when I want other people to understand my intent, and I should do the same to the other people and try to understand their intent, perspective and give them benefit of the doubt, then you can see good in others, because everybody has some good in it. So if you look at the good in other people, and you will feel happy and you will feel hopeful, and then you will progress. Even when you try to see good in everybody and give people benefit of the doubt, sometimes you get discouraged. Sometimes people take advantage of you. But you got to do that, because there is more advantage, benefits, good in it, to look good in other people and be hopeful, go beyond racism. There is racism everywhere, but we don't have to become racist. So we don't have to become racist, and we have to be hopeful, we have to be happy and content and enjoy life and live a spiritual life. See who you are, who I am. Is my hands, this is I am, or my eyes, or my face, this is not me. So something inside you, spiritual being, human is a spiritual being, and spirit is in us, and body is instrument of that spirit. So stay healthy, eat good food, think good and see something good in other people and try to do the best and do the best and stay connected with your family, friends, community. That's my message. I hope you like my message. If you like it, you can subscribe to my channel. I will bring more videos next time. Until then, I'll say goodbye. God bless you. Thank you.